I'm Lauren Wireman, creator of Wildflowers Nails, and I'm really excited to share this video with you. We have a new product at Wildflowers, and it is a product that I've been working with for years personally, but it's finally really beginning to hit the masses and become a salon service. So I'm excited to share with you our newest product called Nails in a Box. Pretty self-explanatory. Nails in a box, we have them in 3 different sizes. So you might have heard me talk a little bit about them on What's New at the Nail Table. We have stiletto, which is a long pointed tip. We have almond, which are a shorter, more what I would consider wearable length for the average person. And we have coffin shape, of course, which right now is extremely popular. So today what I'm going to do is take you through basically how to apply these, and I'm going to be applying them on myself. I'm not someone who typically wears long nails because I do a lot of typing to run the business, and I also play piano, and the nails very much get in the way. I'm also moving my house tomorrow, so I definitely do not want to wear big long nails for the move tomorrow because I will end up bloody, I'm sure. And so let me get started taking you through this. I made sort of a little bit of a chart. I'm gonna flip down on my other camera so you guys can take a look at what I'm talking about here on my chart that I made for you. All right, so we have 3 users, basically. We have our temporary person that's gonna wear them for like one night. We have our one-time wear. So this person wants to wear them, but they want to wear them for like, you know, as long as they last, maybe a week, maybe 2, maybe even 3 weeks. So definitely like a few days or longer for this customer. And then we have our long-term solution / repeat person. This is what they want to get every time they come in because it's quicker, takes less time. They're going to need it filled. Okay, so this one's going to get a fill. This one and this one, we're not planning on filling them. All right. So if you want to take a look at this one quickly with me, temporary would be for one night. These are your prom girls, your people that like me, like, oh, I'm going to this show tonight. You know, everybody expects me to have fancy nails because I own a nail company. So I'm gonna put these on, but I really just need them for tonight, and then I want to pop them off. Or I'm doing a photo shoot. I'm trying to grow my business. I want to put some really nice nail pictures and show people what kind of artwork I can do. But I don't have time to sculpt these nails out on people and do all of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna size myself. I'm gonna do some beautiful artwork on my tips that are pre-sized, and then I'm gonna glue them on to wear them for a photo shoot. Or like I said, just for, you know, out to go to an event tonight, and then it's all over with. So for that person, for the temporary wear, we are gonna pre-make their nails. You don't need to rough up the back of the tip. So what I mean by roughing up the back of the tip is, I mean, we're not gonna take this and rough this underside right here where the nail would stick to the finger. We're just gonna leave it shiny just like that. No, you don't need to create extra work for yourself. Okay. When you have somebody like this, a lot of times you can make an appointment to have them come in so you can quickly size them. It takes 5 minutes, write their sizes down. You can prep the natural nails with the Wildflowers Freedom Liquid. So I'm gonna go through this in just a second. You would apply the Wildflowers clear base, which is this guy right here, the clear base, cure that, wipe the sticky off, and then you're gonna take your tip and you are simply going to glue that onto the nail, boom, just like that, and you're literally done with the service. So easy, so convenient to do it that way. The next one is the one-time wear. They're going to a wedding for the weekend. They want their nails to look fabulous. In that case, we are gonna rough up the back of the nails. So we might already have their sizes. We're gonna take our nail tips. We're gonna figure out, oh, I think they wear, you know, maybe a 0 on the thumbs or a 1 on the thumbs. We'll get them all sized out. We will take, and what I like to use is I like to use a diamond bit. Okay, so we sell some medium diamond bits. This is a little short stubby one, but typically one like this is what I like to use. I'll pop this into my machine, and I'll take my machine and I'll just like this and rough up the inside of that nail tip. It helps it to adhere just a little better. I'm going to prep the customer nails as normal. I'm going to apply the Wildflowers clear base, cure that, wipe the tacky, and then of course with the Wildflowers glue, I'm just going to glue those tips onto that person. Now you can make them beforehand if you want. I would rough the back up first before decorating them so you don't screw them up. Or if you don't have time and you just want to put them on and then decorate them, you can go that route as well. So that's completely up to you. The last person we have, and this one's where it gets a little bit more complex, is the long-term wearer. So this person, and there's two ways you can go depending on what you're comfortable with as far as product. I personally love using the Wildflowers clear base. I put it on the natural nail. I take the tip, and I'll show you this, but I stand the tip up and I sort of slowly move forward. I watch the air pocket sort of go away. And right after doing that, I have my amazing clamp that we sell on our nail supply site and my flash cure light. I take the flash cure light into the clamp, turn the flash cure light on so that it's like running. And I fold that nail down onto the finger, and while I'm holding it, I move the finger underneath the light. That seems to be the easiest way. Like I said, I've seen people like hold the flash cure light in their mouths. Like, we can't do that, you guys, come on. So this clamps to your work surface, like a table or whatever, and you can just have it clamped there and pointed where you need it. And then when you're ready to, you take the client's, you'll be holding on to the nail and holding on to their finger underneath. So you literally just move them right underneath that light while it's running. So I like the Wildflowers clear base to do that, but some of you might feel like you have a little more control doing that with the Wildflowers clear sculpting paste instead. So there's two ways to do that. I can go ahead, I'm going to show you my favorite way today, but I'm going to kind of run through all three of those situations on my own hand. So be nice. My nails are a little bit of a wreck because, I was a hand model for a nail class. I'm just cleaning the dirt out real quick. Ha ha ha, just kidding. Who knows? It's probably Takis. Those of you who know me know I love to eat Takis, and they have that red powder residue that loves to get underneath my nails. So anyway, let's rock and roll. I'm going to flip the camera down and we're going to go through the steps. All right. So as you can see, I actually have my light kind of clamped right here. So if you're wondering, I'm going to try to stay really zoomed in for this so you guys can really see what I'm doing. So I'm going to set my clamp aside for right now. All right, so here's my fingers. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with the long-term wearer because I don't want the nail to pop off while I'm showing you how to do the other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and do my middle finger for this. So you're going to prep this nail as you would normally prep a nail. So for me, that means I'm going to push back the proximal tissue, okay? I'm not necessarily cramming back all of this stuff up underneath. I'm just like kind of pushing my proximal tissue back so that I can expose all the crusty cuticle that's on the nail plate. From there, I'm going to take my electric file. I love doing dry manicures. And let me just spin around for you guys. I'm going to use my medium diamond bit to just come around there and eliminate all of that crusty stuff. So there it goes. I'm also going to remove the shine from the natural nail. Okay. All set. Next thing I'm going to do is remove the dust. And you can do this with a nail brush, or you can use the Wildflowers brushy bit, which I forgot to get out. Here's the brushy bit. I love the brushy bit so much. You always want to use the brushy bit on a very low speed when you use it. So make sure you put it all the way in as far as you can go into the machine. and again on an extremely low speed, and we'll use the edge of this to just get rid of any dust that was left on the surface of the nail. All right, next we need to prep our nail. I'm gonna use a mixture of acetone and alcohol on the natural nail plate. So we'll go ahead with that and give the nail a quick little scrub. And we are going to apply the Wildflowers Clear Base Coat Gel, okay? I love this stuff. Now, before I do this, let's size me, because I don't want to put that on and then be like, wait, what size do I wear? So, let's look. And this is like a really fun, I believe I'm a 4. Once you do this for a little while, you'll kind of know everyone's sizes. But I'm grabbing these coffin-shaped nails. So here's a size 4. Again, remember what I told you, let's rough up the inside of this because you're gonna get a better long-term adhesion by roughing up the inside. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna come in here with my e-file, just get in there and rough it up a little bit. Okay. All right, so the plan is we're gonna apply the Wildflowers Clear Base Coat Gel. I'm gonna take this tip, I'm gonna set it down. You know, you don't wanna cram it up under your proximal fold. You wanna kind of set it just against it and then slowly rock forward. And as you rock forward, you'll be able to watch the air bubbles kind of come out of this. Once you have that done, now this is me doing this on myself. Once you have that done, I'm gonna take my finger and support my finger from underneath with that finger while pressing down with these 2 fingers as I hold the tip. So you make sure you use your one finger underneath to support your finger. So you should be kind of pressing upward with this finger and downward with these 2. I don't know, is that like snapping? It's like snapping a little bit. Okay, so supporting, pressing down, and then I'm going to take this and move it underneath my light, wherever my light is. So you guys have to kind of hang with me, be patient with me. I'm gonna try to set this up in a way that I can kind of get everything filmed without, you know, I want you guys to really be able to like see what's happening. Okay. If I put my light up there, I'm gonna put my light up there, but I'm gonna work over here, okay? So I'm gonna be down in the corner of the screen working away from the light for a second. Okay. So I have my Wildflowers Clear Base. Can you see me down there in the corner? Is it focused? No, not really right. I'll lift up like that when I go to press down. Just bear with me for a moment. So here's me applying. Let me just come up here. Can y'all see me up here? Here's me applying the clear base gel. You really don't need to apply it thick. Like, don't be under the impression that it needs to go on your finger thick because it really doesn't, okay? I'm now gonna take this tip, and remember I'm supporting underneath my finger. I'm going to set the base of it down. And do you see as I'm pressing forward, can you see that gel moving forward and pressing out the bubbles, right? Now, under the light. Okay. And I can feel it. It gets a little bit warm. I can feel it as it cures. So if you feel it, that's probably a good thing. Takes about 30 seconds for it to cure. Do. Thanks for being patient with me while we cure this. Now, as you can see, I'm not sure if you can really see it as well as I can as we're curing, but I'm just a little tiny like hair away from my proximal fold. You can cram it down a little bit further, like I said, if you want to, but you definitely don't have to do that. Okay. So hopefully you guys are able to see really well. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to blend this tip in even better than it's already blending. I mean, it's nice and clean already, but I can kind of see that line down along the bottom. So I'm going to take my same medium diamond bit, okay, and I'm going to come up in here a little bit on top of this and just blend this in a bit. I'm also going to remove the shine. And I can remove the shine. It's actually quicker to remove the shine by just using a sponge buffer. Is that enough to hold this tip on for 3 weeks? It is. It actually is. If I want it to be stronger, thicker, have more strength, I mean, it's nice and strong, but if I wanted it to really, to reinforce it and give it even more strength, what I can do is I can come on here with my Wildflowers clear build in a bottle. So just giving it a quick wipe with a little bit of alcohol. And you can grab any of the build in a bottle products. So here's our clear build in a bottle, and I can come right over top of this and thicken it up more. I can add more of an apex if I want to. I can really do whatever I want. If I wanted to shorten this, I could clip it with scissors and shorten it. What you'll notice is when your customer wears this for a while, the edges will wear. The edges will wear just like they do when you have acrylic or hard gel. I feel like they wear a little bit more with this, so make sure you give your customers a heads up about the wear because like it'll lose its sharp edges, and that's just something like I want to pass that expectation on to you so that you can go and pass that expectation on to your customer, because I don't want anybody to be surprised or caught off guard. All right, when they come in for a fill, this is so easy to fill. So obviously this is nice and smooth, and whether I add the clear build in a bottle or whatever, you can do anything to this nail at this point. I have quite a few videos coming out. You can put sculpting paste on top of it if you really want to like add a smile line and like get in there and do some encapsulation. You can, I mean, just the possibilities are endless from this point forward. You could put gel polish on it, you could build in a bottle and build it up thicker. It's totally up to you. But when it comes time for a fill, their nail's going to be grown out just like it normally would. So you're going to remove the top layer. So if it's gel polish, you remove the top layer so that you can see through it, see if there's any lifting or any problems. From there, if there is lifting, you would remove lifting. You would prep the exposed part of the natural nail. You would come in with your Wildflowers clear base to lay down a base foundation of adhesion with the natural nail. And then you just take your Wildflowers clear built in a bottle and just pillow it. So if you don't know what pillowing is, let me flip down here and show you what it means to pillow. This isn't going to be the best example of pillowing because I really don't need to pillow right here on this nail, but I'll pillow anyway, just for you guys to kind of fill you in and show you what it means to pillow. So what it means to pillow is to grab sort of a glob of gel on the tip of your brush, okay? So there's my glob of gel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the brush and I'm going to press into it and push forward. And it actually creates like a little blob. And then I pull forward. So I'm pushing that little blob and pushing that little blob and pushing that little blob and then pulling forward. So this is what it means to pillow. And what it does is it just fills in. And I'm not sure if you can really see. Maybe if I put something a little contrasting back there. Sorry, I have my phone case. But I'll get on top of one of these darker hearts. It actually adds quite a little puff of product right back here in this area. When you're going in for a fill, that's where you want your product, is you want that extra sort of puff of product. You want to flip your finger over. You can flip it over to build up your apex area or the high point in the center of the nail. And then when you're ready, you can take this and you can go into the light. I'm just going to wipe this off because I really didn't need it. And again, you guys, I'm removing these, right? Because we're moving tomorrow. All right, so I removed the excess from that finger. Now, I'm going to show you on my next finger how you would apply a nail for somebody who's that person that's like, oh, I'm going to a wedding. I have to go back to work on Monday, but they want to come in on Friday because, you know, like they've got the rehearsal dinner and they have the actual wedding and the reception and all that stuff. Their plan is to basically just clip the length off and give them a little file and still have like the bottom part, you know, sparkly or whatever you did to their nails. So, the nail can hang on there for, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sort of depending on a few things. So what you can do and what's so great about this is you can pre-make this nail for your customer. So for example, I'm going to use one of my nails that I pre-made right here. So I will use this little red tip and I'm going to show you how to prepare the natural nail because we're going to glue this on. So what you want to do is you want to prep as normal. So I'm going to flip back here. So we're going to work on this, this finger right here. Okay. Prep as normal. So that means with my diamond bit, gosh, it's hard to do this on yourself. Just going to come around the back. Work through here, removing the shine. Actually, I have some leftover. I think it's acrylic, maybe. I don't know, from when I was modeling the other day. Okay. So we've prepped the nail. Another thing that we want to do if we really want some good adhesion is we want to take the back underside of this nail, even though it's already done, that's fine. We want to take this and we want to get in here and we want to really like rough this up a bit. Okay, this is if you really, really want it to adhere. If you know they're only wearing it for a few days, I would skip this step. Not really a necessary step. I'm going to switch over to my jumbo brush bit. Gonna remove the dust on my nail. Gonna remove the dust under this nail. Okay. We're going to prep with a combination of alcohol and acetone. Okay. I'm going to apply the Wildflowers clear base. Now, why do I want to apply the Wildflowers clear base? It's because I want to have a soakable base on there. You know, you can glue right to your finger, but it's nice to have like a soakable foundation on there. So I'm going to apply this to the natural nail, just nice and thin, But really, at the end of the day, what it's doing is it's protecting that natural nail. Okay. Just gonna come in here, got it just against my skin a tiny bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and I will cure this for 30 seconds in my light. Now, as that's curing, I'm going to find my glue. I love our Wildflowers glue. We've had nothing but rave reviews about our Wildflowers glue. So I'm really happy about our glue. And y'all know me. I'm always going to be honest with you. I didn't put a lot of thought or effort into it. We just really ended up with an incredible glue. So I'm really thankful. Thank God, really, truly, for that. Little bit of alcohol on my pad, and I'll come back here to my finger. I'm going to remove the sticky layer, okay? Because I don't want to glue this like right onto the sticky layer. Now I'm going to take the nail tip that I'm gluing on, flip it over, and I'm going to put the glue, first of all, right down the middle and then a little bit on either side. There is a brush in there. I'm so sad because I think this nail will not be re-wearable at this point. This nail is going to get like pretty much destroyed. So just know that when you do this, start by pressing sort of into that proximal area. Oops. It's hard to do this with one hand, y'all. I'm gonna do it again. There we go. Gotta support my finger from underneath. Always make sure you're supporting your finger from underneath when you're gluing a nail on. Oh my God. Okay, so for real this time. There we go. And like I said, I really do like to, I like to glue it to the base because it gives a nice cushion. And these nails, man, they have a great shape. They have such a great shape. I kind of want to like pull it back off. It's not coming off, you guys. It's on there. Oh, there. Oh my gosh. You guys don't mind if I pull it off, right? Because I really want to save it. It goes with this set and it's pretty and I don't want to ruin it forever and ever. But if you give the nail just a, look, I'm saving it. I love you guys, but I'm saving it. If you give it just a couple more seconds and a little bit of pressure, takes about 15 seconds for it to completely adhere to the base coat. And you want to be able to like jerk on it, pull on it before your client leaves. If for some reason it's not sticking or it goes to pop off, what you want to do is you want to just take a buffer, and you can take a buffer to that gel coat quickly and then just add a little more glue and glue it again. But when it's on there, it's on there. Like, you're going to know. I pulled really hard to just pluck that off right now because I really didn't want to ruin that nail because I really like this set a lot. And I'm not ready to say goodbye to it yet. Okay, but that's how you would do it. I could show you with the clear nail if you want me to, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, the last way to do the nails, and this is for the person that just wants to wear it for the night, what you're going to do is you are going to pre-make their nails. So same as those ones, you would pre-make them. And then what you're going to do is prep your natural nail with Freedom Liquid. So if you don't know what Freedom Liquid is our liquid vinyl. You put it on the nail plate and let it air dry. So what I'm going to do is you can't do this on top of product, okay? This has to be done on a clean nail. Usually the people coming in that just want nails for like the weekend probably don't wear nails normally. So you shouldn't have to worry about there being remnants of like acrylic or hard gel on their nails. If there are, you want to be very careful. So make sure the nail is completely clean, free from all products. You're going to take the Wildflowers Freedom Liquid, and let me jump to my other camera here. I'm going to use my little pinky nail. I'm going to take this and just apply the Freedom Liquid, same way you would apply nail polish. And now this just has to air dry. So we're gonna be here for a little while this air dries. And you wanna make sure that you've really coated it well. If you have a little hot flash fan for your clients, you can use your hot flash fan for your clients. And make sure that it's completely dry. Once it's completely dry, you've got two options. One thing you can do is you can glue right to the Freedom liquid. Here's why I'm like about it. Nail glue, if you put on too much, can very easily like jump out and grab your proximal fold. So it's gonna like ooze out the sides and grab your skin, and it's gonna like ooze out and then grab your hyponychium. And although it will not be stuck to your nail plate because of that liquid vinyl that we put on there, it can, however, get stuck to your cuticle if you're a consumer listening to me. Like, that's what I'm talking about when I say the proximal fold, even though us professionals know that that's not your cuticle technically, but that's what you think is your cuticle, so that's fine. But anyway, what I'm saying is the glue can come out from under and grab your cuticle and be like, ha 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 ha, and you're trying to pop the nail off and you literally end up ripping your skin off because you've like tore your proximal fold basically. And it's just really like, ooh, it really hurts. I've done it before because I've been wearing press-ons for like 3 years. I don't know if you guys knew that, but ever since I did Jennifer Lopez nails, like for the first time, and really started understanding, like, even being on Nailed It. I mean, we did press-ons on for competitions and stuff, and that's what most of the girls wear, and for set work and working at Fashion Week, like everybody does press-ons for events because it's just like nice. You can take them on, put them on, take them off, put them on, take them off. And so it works for the rest of your lifestyle. So that's me. I've been doing these a long time, and boy, does it hurt when you accidentally get the glue on your proximal fold and then proceed to rip your skin, which is why my Freedom liquid's almost dry, which is why a lot of times I recommend putting a really thin coat of the Wildflowers base coat gel on top of the Freedom liquid. And then you can glue onto that, but you just need a little tiny bit of glue. So it's up to you what you want to do. You can do it either way, but if you're gluing it for something very temporary, just don't go crazy with the glue, okay? Like really, it doesn't take a lot of glue to get the nail to stick. So I'll show you with this pinky nail, and I'm not scared. I'm gonna leave it on this time because I know it's gonna come off. I'm completely confident that it will come off. So I'm gonna just go straight with the glue. Be very careful if this is your choice. There we are. Okay. Don't over glue it. Kind of funny. Don't over glue it. Okay, supporting my finger underneath, I'm going to press down and then roll that forward, just applying pressure. Yeah, it's stuck. I can feel it already. It's fast. Okay. So now when it's time to remove this nail and to get it off, when you have Freedom liquid on, what you want to do is you're going to press from the sides first. So just apply like a little pressure on the left and right and start kind of squeezing. I don't know if you've watched people remove poppets. Poppets, love to say that. They take and they just give just a slight gentle little twisting motion. So that's something else you can do. What you don't want to do is grab this nail and just jerk or pull forward. It's literally glued to the vinyl, so there's like a layer on top of a layer that's glued together. So you definitely need to be gentle when it comes to removing this nail. I'm gonna see if I can remove this for you under camera, just to give you an idea of how this goes when I remove it. But the first thing I do is you see me just giving it a little wiggle wiggle. And there it is. So you can see this little flake is actually part, if I get tweezers out, which I don't have tweezers, this is just part of that liquid vinyl. that was on my nail. It's not like my fingernail. Sometimes you pull it off and you're like, oh my God. It's like, my mom used to have this mask from like Mary Kay that she used to put on her face when I was a kid, and it was like one of those peel off masks, and it looked like she was a lizard peeling off a layer of her skin. That's what the liquid vinyl is like. So God bless the liquid vinyl. I love it. It's what we use at Wildflowers when we make our nails and do photo shoots. We use that Freedom liquid, so we absolutely love it. But again, I mean, you can see this one on my middle finger. I mean, this will wear for weeks and weeks and weeks. I've tested these on my daughter. Those of you who know my daughter know that she is impossibly hard on her nails. So, again, just imagine the possibilities with these nails in a box. I love them so much. Me and my sister talk a lot, and we're like, man, if we were going to open a salon, we would literally build our whole business based off of this concept, because at the end of the day, everybody wants stuff quick, quick, quick. If you know your customers and you know, they enjoy getting their nails done like once a month or something, you have their sizes on file, they can text you a picture and say like, ooh, I love these nails, I saw them on Pinterest, and this is what I want, or here's what my dress looks like, can you make something to match my dress? You can actually have those nails ready for them. You can put a layer, like I did on my ring finger, of the Wildflowers base coat. You can glue the nails onto that. They can wear them for 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks. They'll pop off. Their natural nails underneath will remain beautifully intact if you use the Wildflowers base coat underneath there. And yeah, it's just such a, like, it's such a great idea, and it's such a nice way to really, you know, it's just a fun new way to do nails. And I think that it is for some people. It's not for some people. Some people will not be into this, but this is definitely something that I would be into, because I'm one of those people who just can't wear long nails long term. It's more of a short term thing. So anyway, I hope you learned a lot from the video. I love you guys. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're really excited about this product. We hope that you're on board. I will say, like, there's a lot of companies that have these products out. They are nothing new. These nails have been around for years and years and years. They just haven't been a big deal. Companies come out, they make a big fuss, they make them a big deal. They market them, they're like, oh, it's soak off gel. Y'all, it's plastic, please. All of this stuff we put on our nails is just plastic. Acrylic, guess what? It's a plastic. Hard gel, guess what? It's a plastic. Gel polish, guess what? It's another plastic. So these nails are just another plastic. Of course, acetone will break them down. No shock there. So you know, I'm excited. We have a really great quality nail. They're nice and thin in the back. They're thicker and stronger out towards the end. And of course, you guys know you can beef them up as much as you want with the Wildflowers clear built in a bottle, the Wildflowers paste. You can stick them on using the paste. So whatever you guys want to do, have fun with them is all I ask. Have fun. Expand your service menu. And try it and see, because I really feel like this will appeal to a lot of people, and you might be surprised. So keep an open mind out there. Y'all know I love the art of sculpting real acrylic nails and real gel nails, and that love will never leave. So anyway, have fun trying something new. Love you guys. Bye. Sure to check out our longer online courses like this one from the No Show Nail Academy. You can find the information for that in the link down below. If you want to shop on our website is www.wildflowersnails.com. There you will find products, classes, everything you saw in this video. If you want to come to one of our hands-on workshops, just visit our website, click on classes or workshops. You can click enroll to see what we have coming up. Our next big class is in February. It's called Master Artist Week. There you will take 8 nail art classes. It is a week of nail art glory. You'll create 48 nails yourself. I will be there to help you hands-on for that class. So again, it's in February. It's a week-long class. I hope you'll be able to make it out to that. We'll also soon be posting our schedule of some of the other shows that we'll be attending throughout the year where you can catch us. So I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to teaching you more. And consider coming to our Master Artist Week. It's an amazing way to invest in your nail career. Again, you can shop online anytime at wildflowersnails.com. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for tutorials every Thursday, and we're going to have some online classes coming up soon, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.